G3. I'll probably do a third one. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You got Indigo Diamond here with another video. Today we are talking Drag Race Season 13. Yay! Another episode, another queen gone. So by the end of this episode we had like 8 queens left. Or was it 8 queens left from the last episode? No, it's 8 queens left from the start of this episode. So we have to get like rid of 4 more to get to a top 4. So fun times. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave me a comment down below. Who are you wanting as your top 4? Top 4 for Drag Race US Season 13. But let's get into the video. So this week's challenge was the makeover challenge. But obviously because of COVID and stuff, they had to... well, essentially they got paired up and, you know, they had to talk to each other. Before the pairing up happened, they went to the main stage and they spoke to like a psychic medium, which was quite nice. You know, they had some like nice moments and things like that, which was cute. And the queens got paired up and they had to essentially make the other queen over in their style. Poor Rosé had Tina Burner. Tina Burner looked probably the best she's ever looked on the show, and Rosé, I'm sorry, you did not look great. But, you know, Tina Burner isn't like a makeup artist or anything like that. Her makeup is rough. I mean, I say that. I mean, my makeup's not brilliant, but I'm not on Drag Race. I'm not on national TV. I'm on YouTube. Where, you know, I very rarely get comments, so the comments I get are nice, so it's okay. And, I mean, I'm sure Tina Burner just doesn't care about what other people think. She very much comes off like that kind of person, that she's just kind of, meh, I'm doing me, you do you, leave me alone. Which is fair, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, so Rosé and Tina Burner were paired together. They were safe. I think that was fair. Candy Muse and Got Mick were put together. Bless them, you know, they had a tough time because they actually had to like make outfits because obviously Got Mick, tiny, Candy Muse, maybe slightly skinnier than I am. I don't know. Maybe slightly skinnier than me. So they had to make their own outfits for this runway because essentially, you know, neither of them were going to fit into each other's outfits. So they had to like tailor, they had to sew, things like that, which was, you know, I mean, fair enough. They made it work. They were safe as well. I think rightly so. You know, I don't think... Candy Muse had a moment on stage where she had to, well, she defended herself. She was like, you know, all these other queens, you know, say about how our makeup, like how we did is a bit just kind of meh, okay. But, you know, we had to make outfits and, you know, we look good. Whereas they're out here, I think it was referring to like Tina Burner or Rosé and that, and it's just kind of like, you know, they look like that. So, you know, I applaud Candy for sticking up for herself. Obviously, you can't let people walk over you. It's just, you know, you've got to look after yourself at the end of the day. And it is a competition, so, you know, I'm glad Candy and Gottmik weren't in the bottom because I don't think they deserve to be. I think, you know, Gottmik did a fantastic job. I think Candy did a fantastic job, you know. Gottmik looked very much like how I imagine Candy would if she looked like Gottmik. But, you know, bless her. I do just kind of want to give Candy a hug and just be like, oh, you know, just give me a hug. Well done you for defending yourself. That sounds really patronising. It does. I don't mean it for it to come off patronising. I'm growing like so much more to like Candy Muse, to the point where I literally I would happily go out for a drink with her and just chat, honestly. So Candy Muse, hi. I'm a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of all these queens, to be fair. They're all really good at what they do. I'm less of a fan of Tina Burner. I think I like her more personality-wise than I did at the beginning. But yeah, her look and her makeup just usually aren't too good. The taxi one was good. I enjoyed the taxi one. So the winning team, I'm just trying to remember how many queens I've gone through at this point. The winning team are, I almost said the wrong name, Simone and Utica Queen. Yay! Utica Queen went from being on the bottom last week to winning this week. Well, that's a bit of a turnaround. So both did really good. I really feel like they really did both embody each other really well. Obviously Simone had to go more of the quirky route, like more artistic with her outfit. Did a great job with it as well. Really got Utica's vibe from it, which was great. You know, it's the whole point of the challenge. Utica Queen, bless her, had a bit of a issue at the beginning of the challenge where, because Simone specifically wanted to put her in a very sort of like referential, because of the sort of drag that Simone does, Utica very much didn't want to be appropriating culture, which I get. You know, we're in a time where it's like, you know, cultural appropriation is not okay. You know, it's not okay to make fun of people and things like that. And Ru came up with a very good point. Ru turned around to Utica and said, look, if it's coming from a place of love, you know, it's okay, because, you know, you're not making fun of it. You know, you are expressing how much you love this culture and things like that. And I was like, that's a really nice moment, you know, because you're having one person of colour telling a white person that, you know, if you're doing this from a place of love, that's fine. You know, because you're not making fun of what we wear and things like that. You know, you are embracing the culture, which was nice seeing. You know, it was nice to see them both Utica and Simone win the challenge, because I think they both did a perfect job. You know, it was also nice to see Utica get out of her head of that with that, because otherwise that would have kind of put Simone in jeopardy. So, but yeah, I mean, Utica had a really great walk. You know, she really tried to embrace. She didn't quite stomp as much as Simone did, but I still think she did a really good job. You know, applause for both of them. Now from the winners of the challenge to the bottom two. So the bottom two, we had Olivia Lux and Denali. Now, bless them, I don't know, I just kind of, I didn't want anyone to go home this week, because I'm really liking these queens. And, you know, it was just kind of unfortunate, because, like, for Denali, they were like, oh, you know, with this dress, we don't really get Olivia, and, you know, I feel like the hair's not really big and curly enough, which is what kind of we know you for. And it's kind of difficult, because with Olivia especially, like, one of the things you really notice is when she smiles. Like she said in her Meet the Queens, my smile lights up a room, and it does. You know, Olivia smiles and I feel happy. You know, if I could have Olivia just around me all the time, just smiling, you know, I'd be good. I probably would never feel sad again. But, you know, it's difficult because you can't obviously transfer a smile. And, you know, I guess I kind of get what they were saying about, like, the hair and the gown and stuff like that. And then with Olivia, they were saying, obviously with the hair the big long braid and the outfit, we very much get Denali. But, like, the makeup isn't so much Denali. And I'm sort of thinking, I mean, it's got to be hard, because obviously Denali, I know in her watch packing, she said that she's not really done people's makeup that much, and obviously with Olivia Lux being a darker tone, maybe that had some impact on it, I don't know. But, I mean, as it stands, no one looked, like, terrible on the runway, which is great, because usually with the makeover challenge, say usually, season 12 did quite good with this as well, actually. But usually, you know, there's usually, like, one pairing that's kind of like, oh, okay, so you're definitely, like, really not doing so good with this makeup. But, you know, I think, you know, everyone did really well, and I think everyone deserves some credit for that. You know, I think no one really failed. But it's been like that quite a lot this season. I don't know why, I just make noises. When you're unsure what to do, make noises. It's all good. Yeah, so unfortunately Denali and Olivia Lux are in the bottom. Denali unfortunately has to leave us this week, which is a shame because Denali is very attractive. Well, I mean, most of them are very attractive, so it is what it is. But, you know, I don't know, there was just a certain energy that Denali had that I'm going to miss having around. But, you know, Olivia stays to fight another day. We will see what happens next week. I don't know. Olivia's starting to kind of like go down. Not in my estimations, just starting to take a nosedive almost a bit with how she's doing in the challenges, which is a real shame to see because I do love Olivia Lux, but I don't know, it's one of those things. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, unfortunately we can't all be good at everything. But yeah, I still, top 4 for me, I'm thinking Gottmik, Rosé, Simone, has to be Simone. I don't know about my 4th now because it was like Olivia Lux, but she's not doing so well. Maybe Candy, because she's not been winning like any challenges, but she's not been doing badly, so I could see Candy. You know, she's got that personality, and you know, Drag Race, they love to have a queen with personality in the final. I mean, look, Silky was in season 11. There wasn't really anyone for season 12, was there? Though I mean, Crystal was a bit kooky, so. But yeah, I think maybe that's going to be the top 4 for me: Rosé, Gottmik, Simone, Candy, and honestly, I'd be happy with that. Like, I'd be happy if Olivia made it to the top. I'd be happy if Utica made it to the top. Obviously, for me, if they show they deserve to be there, not a problem at all. But let me know in the comment section down below, who are you wanting to make it? Who are you wanting to be top 4? And do you know who you're wanting to take the crown? I'm not sure. I would love to see Simone take the crown. I'd happily see Gottmik take the crown. You know, Rosé is doing well, so, you know, there is full potential for her to take the crown. Yeah, who knows. But until next time, that's me done for this video. Make sure to leave that comment down below, and while you're down there, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Makes me feel good. But until then, yeah, I'm your girl Indigo Diamond, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!